I'm honestly so excited to be here. There's a number of reasons. One, this is my first time in Brazil. It's incredible. I love it so much. And it's D23. And like you, I'm a Disney fan. I'm a huge Disney fan. I grew up loving Disney fans, and I am one. Jack. And as a matter of fact, one of my favorite films, and I'm not just saying that because I'm here, is Allo Amigos. I love that film. It doesn't get a lot of attention, but I love it. And I wanted to share something with you because I love animation. I love the history of Disney. And years ago, I bought this piece of artwork by an amazing artist named Mary Blair. You should know her if you don't know her. And she painted this here in 1942 when they were working on that film. And I thought, I should bring it home. So I wanted to share it. Isn't that beautiful? Look around. All that to say, thank you for having me here. I work at Pixar. I've worked there many years. I feel like I am the luckiest person in the world. I love animation. I love making films. And as a film producer at the studio and as an executive, I have always felt like I get to be the first audience member in the world to see our films. I get to be in the room when the ideas are born. I get to be in the room when the characters come to life for the very first time. And I'm telling you all that because it's one of the things I want to do today is sort of channel that energy and share with you, because we're going to show you some things for the first time. And I want you all to feel that. We have a ton of stuff to show, so let's get to it. But first, again, let me back up. I want to say thank you again to all of you for going to the movies, for going to the theaters, and making Inside Out 2 the #1 film in Brazil. We've got some great news for you. Our emotions will be in the air for a while with a Disney Plus show inspired by the world of Inside Out called Dream Productions. Yes. You remember the dreams in the first movie where we go to the studio and we see how dreams are made. It's a 4-episode limited series. Each one is about 20 minutes. And it takes place in between the films. So it takes place between Inside Out 1 and Inside Out 2. We're calling it an in-betweequel. Funny. So this is set in the studio again where the dreams are made. And they're made, if you remember, those dreams, every night we dream multiple times. So these dreams are produced on budget, on time. They have a big job at Dream Productions, and I can't wait for you to see more of it when it comes out later this year. It'll be out in December. Until then, I want to show you a very special look. Take a look at Dream Productions. But after that, we're not done with Disney Plus. Coming in the spring of 2025 is a show called Win or Lose. And yes, Win or Lose. And you can see it out there in the booth. You can get a picture on it and everything. We've made a lot of movies at Pixar, but this is our first original series. We haven't been able to say that since we made the first Toy Story. This is an all original first thing. And we wanted to do something unique and bold and unlike anything we've ever done before. And I know you're going to love it. I love it. And I want to show you a little clip of Win or Lose. Check it out. Well, in the summer of 2025 is a film that's going to take you out of this world. I mean that literally out of this world. This is Elio. I'm so excited to show you and tell you a little bit about Elio. Elio, the film is about Elio. He's an 11-year-old boy. He's a little boy. He's obsessed with space. He's obsessed with aliens. There he is. We see Elio up there? I think he's in there somewhere. We'll show him. And amazingly, little Elio, he ends up getting beamed up into space, and this little boy becomes the very first human ever to make contact with the aliens. This is an epic journey of heart. There's a lot of heart. As Elio forms new bonds with fun and very funny aliens, he navigates a crisis of intergalactic proportions. And he also discovers who and where he is truly meant to be. It's a really special movie that I think speaks to everyone on a universal level. I've talked a lot about Inside Out 2, and we were talking about this the other day, and how proud we are of that film, as I said, that it's been received so warmly around the world and it's resonated so deeply with audiences. And we think that the reason that happened was because the film is about something, when you strip it all down, it's about something that everybody has and relates to, and that's emotions, right? No matter where you are, everyone has emotions. Dramatizing that story in a way was what really connected to people. And as I was watching a rough cut, because we're still working on this film, of Elio the other day, I felt something familiar, something very similar. at its core, and we always talk about that at Pixar, what's in the center of these films? And at its core, this is a movie about a kid that's trying to find a sense of belonging. This is just a movie about wanting to belong. I mean, who in here hasn't wanted to feel that same thing? And because of that, we all feel that there's something for everybody in this movie, and I can't wait to share it with the world. I've talked enough. Let me show you something. Just for you, and this is true, D23 Brazil, you will be the very first people to see this. This is the world. I haven't seen this. It finished when I was flying here. This is the world premiere of our trailer for Elio. Next up, there's another brand new original film. Yes, original films. Who wants that? Thank you. You know, thank you. We talk about this a lot. We take pride in the fact that when we're working on a film at Pixar, when we're coming up with ideas, we take pride in the fact that the audience might not know what's coming next when they see a Pixar. We know a lot of weird films, people going up in the clouds with houses and robots that don't talk. They're all high concepts, and we're proud of that. And what's coming, you know what? Check this out. I'm just see what you think. Check this out. It's so much fun. Of course, it's a movie about a little girl that puts her head into the body of a robot beaver. Listen, it's a crazy movie. It's fun. It's action-packed. It's coming to theaters in the spring of 26. We're really having a blast making this one. The film is all told through the eyes of Mabel. There she is. If you know anybody in your life that loves animals more than people, that's Mabel. My daughter's the same way. And thanks to some pretty amazing technology, which you just saw, Mabel is able, of course, to hop her head, her mind, into the body, just her mind, into the body of a robot beaver. So she could hop into the body of a robot beaver. It's like the cutest version of Avatar you've ever thought of, right? And now Mabel, so she uses that because she loves animals. This is her dream come true. She gets to go undercover into the animal world. And this is everything she's ever wanted to do. And when she's there, she befriends another beaver. And this beaver, he turns out to be the king. His name's King George. You could tell he's king because he has a little crown on his head. You'll see why. But the animal world is not what Mabel expected. In fact, Mabel finds that in the animal world, they're working hard to fend off Mayor Jerry. There's Mayor Jerry. Mayor Jerry has big development plans that include building something on top of King George's turf. It's a problem. What happens next, you're gonna have to see. It's an action adventure. It's a comedy. It's a spy thriller. Well, you don't know what's gonna happen next, and that's what's fun about it. Our aim, we really want to have fun making the craziest, most over-the-top crowd pleaser of a film. It's very funny. There's tons of lovable characters. It's a Pixar movie. Trust me, there is depth and there's heart and there's an emotional core that we are very proud of. Hoppers comes to theater spring of 2026. I'll see you there. It's going to be fun. And after that, after Hoppers, you know them. Toy Story 5. I love Toy Story. I'm so proud to stand up here in front of Toy Story. Because Toy Story is what put Pixar on the map 30 years ago. It's hard to believe. And we're very excited for this next chapter. Woody, Buzz, Jesse, the entire gang are all returning for Toy Story 5. Toy Story 5. And I say it that way because Toy Story holds a very special place in my heart. This is the first film I ever worked on at Pixar. I got sandwiches and brought coffee and swept up the floor, but I worked on Toy Story. It was my first film so many years ago. I still get coffee and sweep up the floor and get sandwiches. I've spent over half of my life with these characters. They are like family to me and everybody at the studio. Through the experiences of these toys, right, we have all learned about loyalty, about belonging, and about friendship. These characters have given us a unique perspective about growing up, which is hard to do, and navigating life. And all of us, all the Toy Story films, above anything else, the job of the toys has been clear. It's been to be there for their kids when they need it. Woody says that in the first film, and he stands by them through all these films. But with Toy Story 5, that job gets exponentially harder, arguably impossible, when our toy crew goes head to head with what kids are obsessed today. Electronics, right? We all know this. We all know this. It's, toys used to be able to get the attention of those kids, and it's just almost impossible for them to do it now. It's toys meets tech is kind of what we've come up with as we've crafted the film. And all I can tell you, now it's very early, but all I can tell you is the summer of 2026 is going to be fun. And I hope you're there, because we're looking forward to sharing a bit more of this. In fact, tomorrow, we're going to have a Toy Story 30th anniversary panel. I'll be there to talk more about Toy Story. I hope you're there. Don't miss it. So we're really excited about it, to look back and then to look forward. Finally, before I go, we just made an announcement this summer. I think you know what it is. You know what it is? There's something in development at Pixar. Incredibles 3. There they are. I know. Incredibles. They're back. The family is back. Jack, I see Jack in the front row. Jack is back. Everybody's back in an all-new adventure. More on this in the future. We just had to share this. And this is just it. We are just now starting to write the script, and it is so cool. I'm dying. I want to tell you more, but we'll do that later, because it's just going to be a treat. I know, but you got to have more to look forward to. Listen, I want to wrap up. I've been hogging the stage for a while. That is mostly it for Pixar. I do want to say from the bottom of my heart once again to thank everybody. I am going to turn it over to Jared and our great friends at Disney Animation. You're in for a treat when you see what they're going to show. But before I leave, because you really are the best crowd in the world, I wanted to give you one. I mean it. I just love you so much. I wish the whole studio was here. We wanted to give you one more special treat. If you're so obliged, we're going to show right now the very first episode of Dream Productions. I want to see it. It's 20 minutes, so get comfortable. This is a whole month before anyone else will see it, so it really is special. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for having me. I love you all. I appreciate you all so much. Hope you got it.